What's going on YouTube, Gary here, gzduel, here to bring you guys a deck profile of my Malefic Drain deck. And sorry I haven't been posting videos for the past 2 days. I've actually been on vacation in Montreal, in Quebec, and Quebec City, and also in Ottawa. So I had fun, but I also missed you guys, and I was trying to post videos, but the hotel's internet wouldn't cooperate with me, so I had to save up my videos until now. So hopefully this will make it up for you guys. I'll do a video every day for like the next few days, and have a lot of material saved up, so stay tuned for that. And so without further ado, let me just go into the deck profile real quick. For the monsters in this deck, we have 3 Malefic Cyber Dragons, 3 Genesis Archfiend, 3 Beast King Barbaros, 3 Malefic Stardust, and 2 Thunder King Ryo. For the spells, we have a Allure of Darkness, a Heavy Storm, a 1 Day of Peace, 3 Trade-ins, 1 Dark Hold, 2 Pod Duality, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Zombie World, and I'll talk about why Zombie World is awesome, 3 Summon Breaker, and 1 CO4 Calcos. And for the traps, we have a Starlight Road to protect all these spell and traps. We have 2 Macro, because Macro is the best card in the format, 3 Skill Drain, second best card in the format, and the 2 Solemns, which are always good in any format. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the extra deck. We have the Cyber End Dragons, the 3 of them, and the 3 Stardust Dragons for the Malefic counterparts. And we have rank 8 exceeds, number 22 Franken. We have the Lord of Tachyon Galaxies cover card, which is Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. We have the Heliopolis. We have this Gimmick Puppet Giant Killer. We have Gemini Pearl. We have Black Ship of Corn, Dire Wolf, Maestroke, and the Gaga Cowboy. And for the side deck, we have 2 Spell Shattering Arrows against those Fire Fist players, 3 Prohibition against Miscellaneous, 2 Mind Crush against most meta decks that have like hand traps against them that activate effects in the hand. We have the 5 Viruses, which are 2 Deck Devies and 3 Eradicators, and we have the 2 Dust Tornado in order to counter the opponent when he uses things like Royal Decree, and also we have the 3rd Macro because it is the best card of the format, and you might want to side this in against decks that really get hurt by Macro's Cosmos. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some of my choices, starting first from Genesis Archfiend. The reason why I chose Genesis Archfiend, well, if you guys don't know the effect of Genesis Archfiend, it reads, you can normal summon this card without tribute. Good when you have Skill Drain, but its original attack and defense are halved, unlike Beast King Barbaros. If you do, during the end phase, destroy it, also a bad side effect, you cannot special summon monsters other than Fiend type monsters. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Archfiend card from your hand or graveyard to target 1 card on the field and destroy that target. So they have, this card has like some good effects and some drawback effects. The drawback effects are, its attack and defense get halved during the end phase. This is destroyed, and you cannot special summon any other monsters other than Fiend type monsters. And the good effect is you can banish a Archfiend card from your hand or graveyard in order to target 1 card on the field and destroy that target. So the way I see it is I use it only when I have Skill Drain. And when I don't have Skill Drain, it serves other purposes too, because it has like a pretty good bad drawback effect. It dies, its attack is not that good. It still has an okay effect. That means you can banish another copy of itself in the graveyard in order to destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field. So sometimes that comes in handy. But other than that, I also use it in conjunction with my expansive draw engine. So the draw engine, I have a Allure of Darkness, a 1 Day of Peace, a 3 Trade-ins, and 2 Pot of Duality. It makes the deck super consistent. You can always get into your skill drains, you can always get into your macros or field cards, and this is just perfect for all of these draw cards because it works with Allure of Darkness, it works in conjunction with Trade-in, it's just very versatile. It's one of the only cards almost one of the only cards next to Malefic Stardust that has like a lot of synergy with the cards that I use. Also because it is a dark monster and under Skill Drain, it's 3,000 attack. It's pretty good, and 2,000 defense. It rivals it rivals Beast King, and it's also good because it is dark. It is also in conjunction with these viruses. You can use Deck Devi on it because it has 3,000 attack. You can use Eradicator on it because it has 3,000 attack. So this is a pretty interesting card that I decided to try for this deck, and it's pretty good. I've talked about my draw engine. It makes the deck really consistent. Inherently having 1 Day of Peace, it makes the deck kind of like a 39 card deck, and plus you have like Allure of Darkness, you have like Pot of Duality, which also like shrinks the deck a bit more. It just makes the deck awesome. The side deck, I guess I just want to talk about the Dust Tornado really quickly. The reason why I played Dust Tornado also in conjunction with Eradicator Epidemic, some people might think, that's kind of redundant because you already have like a lot of spell trap removal. On top of having 3 MSTs in a main deck plus a Heavy Storm, you also have like 3 Eradicators. Why do you need the Dust Tornadoes? Well, the reason I have Dust Tornadoes is for those guys that I know will have like Royal Decree against me, and those guys that have like play counter field cards against me. So if they play like a field card like Dark World, the Gates of the Dark World, and they try to overlay it on my card, on my field card, which actually really hurts them, like for example my Seal of Orichalcos, then I'll just chain Dust Tornado on it, destroy it, it does not resolve, and I can get my field card to stay on the field. So that's why I play Dust Tornado, even though I have such heavy back row removal. And since I do have such heavy back row removal, I run like minimal protective traps. I don't run any protective traps except for like Starlight Road and the 2 Solemns, because I feel like once you establish the advantage you can get by locking them down with Skill Drain, by locking them down with Macros Cosmos, you no longer need to fear their cards. If you attack into them, then they burn like a Mirror Force against one of your Archfiends. You just simply summon a Beast King. If you draw into the MST, you can get rid of their back row. You can chain the Eradicator Virus and you can destroy most of their trap cards that they set. Okay, and yeah, I guess that's all I really want to talk about for this deck. I do run a lot of rank 8 Exceeds and rank 4 Exceeds. Other than that, like the deck doesn't go into much in the extra deck, which sometimes is actually really good because when you use Summon Breaker, it limits your summons. When you Exceed summon, it's guaranteed that you'll summon at least 3 times, and it's just good to depend less on the extra deck than it is on the main deck. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is Zombie World. Zombie World, I think, is a very overlooked card, and if I didn't put this in this deck, I would probably talk about it in one of my other segments I call Hidden Trumps. It's just awesome because, first of all, spellcasters have no synergy because on the monsters on the field and in the graveyard become zombie-type monsters. So those spellbooks that required them to have a spellcaster on the field, they just can't use those spellbooks. Also, like, it hurts decks like dragons, like elemental dragons. They need to banish dragons or monsters of the same element in order to special summon them from the hand, and they can't do that in the graveyard because in the graveyard zombie world makes all of their dragons zombie monsters. So unless they have 2 wind monsters to banish for that Tempest, they can't do it. And yeah, that's all I really want to talk about for this deck. I've already taken up a lot of time. Stay tuned, guys, because I do have a lot more content coming soon. So until then, this is Gary gzduels signing out.